This is Jarrod Horak for the runawayhorse.com, and in this week's video we're going to look at a couple stakes races from Oaklawn Park for Saturday, April 25th, 2020. We did some stakes races from Oaklawn Park last week. We had some good success. Top choices ran well. We had some long shots that came in like Manny Wah. And if you purchased my full card analysis, I had the trifectas in both of those stakes races that we did last week. So I've been doing well with my Oaklawn full cards. Now, typically I cover Southern California, Santa Anita, and Del Mar for my full cards at therunawayhorse.com. But during the coronavirus pandemic, Santa Anita has been temporarily shut down. So I switched my full cards over to Oaklawn Park, and I'll cover the full cards at Oaklawn until the end of the meet, which will be next weekend. We'll be ending with the Arkansas Derby Day next Saturday, the first Saturday in May. But let's jump back to these races right now for Saturday, April 25th. We'll start with the 9th race. It's going to be the Bachelor Stakes for 3-year-olds, and they're going to be traveling 6 furlongs on the main track. And let's just go right through the field. On number 1, Little Menace. He's 4-1 morning line. He's really done nothing wrong. He's had 4 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds. He was second in the Gazebo Stakes last time. No match for long weekend. That one controlled the pace. Little Menace stalked, ran a decent race. Wouldn't be surprised if he came in. I would be a bit surprised if he did win, because he's facing better, faster horses in here. But I think he can save ground and maybe hit the board. The 2, Beau Oxy, 20-1 morning line. He's 2 for 6 lifetime. He was no threat, beaten 11 lengths in the Gazebo Stakes. The 3, Echo Town, looks like a solid threat for Steve Asmussen. This one's run 3 times with 2 wins and a third. So he's really not done much wrong either, and he'll probably be stalking the pace. The 4 in here is Ginobili. He came in from Southern California last time and disappointed at Oaklawn. His prior start at Santa Anita in the San Vicente, he was an excellent second. He really gave Nadal a battle that day, showed good speed. I think the key to this one is he needs to show speed. In his maiden victory last summer at Del Mar, he went wire to wire. And then his other good effort, which was the San Vicente, he was up on the pace throughout. His last race at Oaklawn on a good track, never got involved early, and then he never got involved at all as the beaten favorite. So I think they need to hustle him out of the gate if he's going to have any chance in this race. The 5, Lykan, 8-1 morning line. This one has the productive Tyler Bays, Ingrid Mason jockey trainer team. They've been doing well at Oaklawn. 25% win, showing a positive return on investment. This is a good combo, but I think that this horse might be a bit overmatched. 10 starts with 2 wins and 5 thirds, was a distant third in the Gazebo Stakes last time out. The 6, Liam's Pride, 20-1 morning line. Martin Garcia is going to ride for trainer Doug O'Neill. This one looked good in the maiden win on March 7th, but then the first start against winners in the mud ended up finishing even 4th in a 10-horse field. So we're not sure where he fits against winners yet. And in this stakes race, I think he's in a bit tough. He should be up on the pace early. Now, the 7, 8 Rings. This one's a $520,000 Keeneland sales graduate, Empire Maker the sire. Bob Baffert, the trainer here, and Joel Rosario is going to ride. Now, a lot of people are probably familiar with this one from his 2-year-old form. He was outstanding in his debut at Del Mar. Was up on the pace, he ran fast throughout and won that one nicely. Del Mar Futurity, he dumped the rider as the big favorite. Then he stretched out in the American Pharoah Stakes, got out there, battled on the lead, and he pulled away to win easily in that Grade 1. And then the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, he ended up as the second choice in there. And then Dennis's Moment stumbled badly at the start. It really opened it up for 8 Rings to win that race. He tracked the pace, and he just had nothing left in the stretch. That's his first start since the Breeders' Cup now. He's been training well. He has multiple bullet workouts. Maybe 6 furlongs is a bit too short, but they hope that they want to be able to stretch him back out and maybe run him in the Kentucky Derby later this year. We'll see how that pans out. Obviously, he has a good route pedigree. He's a Grade 1 winner at a mile and a 16th. He's got a lot of class. He's probably going to be up on the pace in here. He's certainly the one to beat. I wouldn't be surprised if he ran a big race. Bob Baffert at Oaklawn, he's had 9 starts with 5 wins and a second. So everything he's sending to Oaklawn, they've been live. And Rosario riding, not going to get a lot of value here, but I think 8 Rings is a strong win contender. The 8, Sir Rick at 30-1 morning line. He's a son of Painter. This one has run 7 times with 4 wins and a third. He probably shouldn't be 30-1. I don't think he's the worst horse in this race. I'm just not sure quite about the distance. He can sprint. He won twice at 5 furlongs last year, but he didn't earn super strong speed figures. But when they stretched him out to a mile and a 16th earlier this year, he won easily both times, and he earned nice speed ratings. And then last time in the Oaklawn Stakes in the slop, He was up on the pace was fast, and he collapsed. He finished 13th, beaten 33 lengths. So they're putting blinkers on, turning him back. They're not quite sure what to do. I think he's a decent two-turn horse in the allowance ranks. He did win the Mind That Bird Derby a couple starts back, but I think that smaller stakes, he can go at least a mile and a 16th. I'm not sure about 6 furlongs. They're probably experimenting here and seeing what he can do. He can pass horses, but he was up on the pace in his two-turn wins. Not the worst stab to throw in underneath in your trifectas and superfectas. And then Long Weekend, the 9, rounds out the field. 3-1 morning line. He's won 3 of his 4 starts, and he got clear early leads in all of those wins, including the Gazebo Stakes, where the pace was below par. He was able to control it, and he won easily. There's some other speed in here, and he's going to have to run faster throughout, especially faster early if he expects to win again. Now, the one thing about him is his one bad race in the Saratoga Special last year, he dueled on the lead, and he had nothing left. So if he's forced to duel outside, he could end up disappointing in here. Now, of your 2 favorites, 8 Rings and Long Weekend, I think Long Weekend might be the more vulnerable of the 2, just because it looks like he's a need-to-lead type. He does meet some other speed, and I'm not quite sure, value-wise, as the second choice if he's really going to offer a lot of value. Now, 8 Rings certainly won't offer the value, but Baffert, very good layoff trainer, expect him to run a big race. Wouldn't be surprised if he ran well. I could see Ginobili bouncing back in here if he can get up on the pace, maybe try to seize control early, but he really is going to need to get in there early. I'm going to go with the 3-8 Echo Town. He's 9-2 morning line. He seems like possibly the value play in here. His speed figures in all 3 races were solid. He can stalk the pace. He can come from a little further back like he did second time out, but I think he's comfortable like stalking in 3rd or 4th, and he should be lurking behind the speed in this race. And at 9-2, he's worth a play. If he's 9-2, if he's 4-1, somewhere around there, I think that he's certainly worth a play in this race. Let's jump over to Oaklawn Race 10. That's the Carousel Stakes for fillies and mares, 6 furlongs on the main track. Bellafina's the 1, your 8-5 morning line favorite. For Bellafina, it's just been all or nothing. If she's in California, especially Santa Anita, she runs her A game. She loves that track. She loves Southern California. She always runs her race there. And then each time they've shipped her out of Southern California, she just hasn't been the same. In the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies at Churchill, she was the beaten favorite, a well-beaten 4th. They took her to the Kentucky Oaks at Churchill. Again, she was the beaten favorite there, finishing 5th. The Test Stakes at Saratoga, she was the beaten favorite there, a distant 3rd. They took her to Parks for the Cotillion Stakes. She was 6-1 there, and she was a well-beaten 4th. So in all of her races out of Southern California, she hasn't even come close to running her best race. Now, she's capable of winning this for sure. She's got the class. The La Brea, she was a good second. She battled on the pace. The Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare Sprint, she rallied from off the pace. She's versatile. She can sprint. She can route. It's just a question of, is she going to bring her game to Oaklawn? If she can bring her game on the road, she certainly is capable. And it seems like Southern California horses seem to do well at Oaklawn Park. So she's the one to beat, but I wouldn't want to take too short of a price. I wouldn't be surprised if she won. I wouldn't be surprised if she disappointed away from California again. The 2 Midnight Fantasy, 5-1 morning line, 5 wins, 3 seconds from 12 starts. Won the Spring Fever last time out at Oaklawn at 5.5 furlongs, but this is a better group. She has early pressing versatility. The 3 Sunnydale, Jerry Hollendorfer, Joel Rosario. This is a 4-year-old filly, Medaglia d'Oro's the sire. 3 for 3 at Oaklawn, 5 starts at the distance, 3 wins in 2 seconds. And those 3 wins at Oaklawn were her last 3 starts, where she broke her maiden in February, earlier in February. She beat entry-level allowance foes in her next start, and then she beat non-winners 2 other than last time out at Oaklawn. So she's really sharp. She's got speed. She doesn't need the lead. She suddenly got good because she lost her first 7 starts, and now all of a sudden she's won 3 in a row. She's on the upswing. Rosario riding. I think she's got at least some kind of chance in here. The 4 is What a Fox, 8-1 morning line for Robertino Diodoro. She's 6 for 15. She's pretty consistent. She was 4 for 9 last year. She's 2 for 3 with a 3rd this year. The 3rd in the Spring Fever Stakes last time out when she jumped up from Optional Claiming Company. I think she's a little bit outclassed in here. The favorites are pretty classy. The 5 Classy Act, 15-1 morning line. It was off a nice Optional Claiming win at Oaklawn on February 29th. She's one that likes to be up on the pace, and she should be in the hunt from the outset, but she's just going to have to run faster to compete with a group like this. Amy's Challenge really does like Oaklawn. She has 7 starts with 3 wins and 2 seconds. She's 3 for 4 at this 6 furlong distance. She just missed in the Spring Fever, stalking the pace. Most of her other starts, she was dueling on the lead. So it was nice to see her passing horses. But this is a better group, and she's going to be up on the pace again, but she's going to have to run faster because the Spring Fever was a solid enough speed figure, but not fast enough to beat horses like Bellafina. The 7, Lady Suebee, 20-1 morning line for John Sadler, turning back in distance. She's 0 for 2 at Oaklawn. She can sprint. She's got 3 starts at the distance with a win and a second. She was in the Bayacoa when last seen in February. She battled on the pace and she weakened. That was a mile and a 16th. The Pippin Stakes at Oaklawn before that, she battled up on the pace. She weakened to 4th. Tyler Bass is going to ride back for John Sadler. That's a positive return on investment jockey trainer team. But he's been riding and hasn't been winning aboard this one. But the shorter distance could help. I wouldn't be shocked if maybe she finished 3rd or 4th, but anything higher than that would be a surprise. Finally, number 8, Mia Mischief. 9-2 morning line. Steve Asmussen, Ricardo Santana Jr. She likes Oaklawn, 5 starts, 3 wins, 2 seconds. And she also has 12 starts at this distance, 6 wins, 4 seconds, and a third. She's very consistent. She likes this track. She's sharp, back-to-back wins. She won a Dream Supreme Stakes at Churchill Downs to end her season as a 4-year-old. And then as a 5-year-old, she came back at Oaklawn, Optional Claiming Company, won easily last time. It looks like it's probably a match race between Mia Mischief and Bellafina. Mia Mischief, because she really has a lot of experience and she's had a lot of success at this distance and at this track, and she's sharp and she's versatile, and she has the outside post where Bellafina is kind of stuck inside and she doesn't quite run her best races away from California. So of those two, Mia Mischief will be my top choice, and I'll make Bellafina my second choice. And then Sunny Dale is the upsetter in here. She's won her last 3. She's stepping up. She's sharp enough to handle a lot of the other fillies in this race, with the exception of the 2 favorites. So Sunny Dale is your upsetter. She'll be my 3rd choice. But Mia Mischief, from a tactical standpoint, track lover, likes the distance, that good running style, early pressing versatility. Mia Mischief will be my top choice in the Carousel Stakes. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, make some comments in the comment section. Who do you like in some of these stakes races at Oaklawn Park? For Saturday, April 25th. I'll be back next week. I'm going to look at the Arkansas Derby from Oaklawn Park. Again, I'm selling full cards at Oaklawn at therunawayhorse.com. If you're interested in other free picks, horseracing.nation.com. My daily best bets can be found there. I had a nice $25 winner today at Oaklawn Park for my best bet there. I've had a pretty good success this month. So you can find those picks at horseracing.nation.com on the best bet page there. If you're interested in analysis of the Unbridled Stakes for Saturday, April 25th from Gulfstream Park, I'm going to be writing an article with my picks and wagering strategies for that race at horseracing.nation.com. I'll include these links. I'll include the links to my best bet in the description in this video. And I'll also, as soon as I get that posted at horseracing.nation.com for the Unbridled Stakes, I'll put the link in the description of this video so you can check that out too if you're interested. And that will wrap up this week's video. I'll be back next week to look at the Arkansas Derby from Oaklawn. Until then, stay safe and good luck at the races.